Anything that they can get online, there's adults preying on those kids.
One of the biggest threats to your child's safety may be on their devices. The FBI says more than 500,000 child predators are active online every day, and they are trying to connect with kids.
And Lisa, as law enforcement struggles with manpower and demands, everyday citizens are now stepping up. They're on a mission to get would-be predators off the streets. Online conversations like these play out every day. An adult, man or woman, connecting online with a girl who tells them she's 15 years old. But when the adult arranges to meet, here's what they find instead.
I'm Brian. I'm with 814 Pred Hunters. Okay. You know why I'm here?
No, I do not.
Not a 15-year-old girl, but bearded and tattooed 49-year-old Brian Neff. Neff is the founder and the driving force behind the 814 Pred Hunters. Since September of last year, Neff and a team of family and friends have worked online, drawing out men and women who may intend to prey on kids.
We have decoy accounts, what we call decoy accounts, and they just pretty much sit there and wait for an adult to contact them.
The decoy is a woman in her 40s who poses as a 15-year-old girl online, and there is no shortage of people on the other end eager to start a conversation.
On an average, one of my decoys has well over 150 to 200 guys waiting in line.
Wow. After a back and forth, Neff says the men often suggest a meetup in person.
We'll pick a public place, a Sheetz, a Walmart, somewhere like that, to where, you know, we get them away from where they are.
Then, with cell phones rolling,
how's it going, Arnold?
This is what happens.
She said, I'm 15, right? Can you come home with me? That was your next message as soon as she said she was 15. Most of the time we call it an exposure because that's what it is. We're exposing them to what they really are.
And tell me, when they show up and you reveal who you are, how does that go?
I'd say 95, 98% of the time, they're so shell-shocked that they either cry, throw up, you know, yeah, we've had them do just about everything.
During the confrontation, Brian will say a code word, and the team who's been watching from a distance will then call police. Just one of the group's dozens of exposures since last September.
82 as of right now. 82. Yep, 82.
And tell me where they come from.
Everywhere. There's a lot in PA. We have some in Ohio. We've had them come from New Jersey.
As an example of how desperate some of these men are to meet young girls, 814 caught a man who came to these fairgrounds and sat at some of these benches and waited for 7 hours. In some cases, police have arrested and filed charges against the alleged predators, but some district attorneys in Pennsylvania have been hesitant to file. Shalon Young has more than 20 years of experience as a criminal defense attorney and teaches criminal defense at Pitt Law.
If you're going to be exposed to having your liberty taken away, it has to be done in the right way, and it has to follow the law.
Young says if someone other than law enforcement is recording interactions and gathering evidence, that information cannot be authenticated and is not admissible in court.
This is the county seat for Blair.
Well, that's where Jim Gregory comes in. The state representative has introduced 2 bills that would allow citizen predator groups to continue their work. For Gregory, it's personal. At age 10, he was groomed and raped by 2 young teens. He spent years keeping the abuse a secret.
And luckily, I've come out on the other side, but too many don't.
One bill would amend Pennsylvania's wiretap law to allow the team to record phone conversations. The other would allow any individual to pose as a minor for the purpose of exposing alleged predators.
We have the vacuum, and if law enforcement can't do it, and our prosecutors can't do it, and our judges are throwing cases out, we've got to have the conversation to say, well, what are we going to do?
For now, the 814 Pred Hunters say they will continue their mission. They believe they're one more layer between kids and strangers who are all too eager to steal their innocence.
It can happen in an hour. You know, that guy can meet that child and be there to pick that child up, and that child never come back home.
So, Lisa, this is an issue likely to continue to generate debate. In Clearfield County, a judge has thrown out one case saying a person only violates the unlawful contact with a minor law if they're actually communicating with minors.
Yeah, that is so interesting, but at least hopefully it will deter these guys from actually trying in the future to reach out to young people. Really, really important issue. Great story.
Thanks.